Hello everyone, Cademan here, also known as DJ Striden, and I would personally like to thank each and every person watching this video right now, and each and every person who has ever watched any one of my videos ever. That's right, ever, because you have helped this channel become what it is today. Let me explain. Just a couple days before the upload of this video, I think it's on February 13th, 2015, this channel that you're watching right now, my YouTube channel, hit 1,000 subscribers. Now, this may not seem like a lot in comparison to a lot of other YouTubers out there, but for me, it's a goal that I've been seeking for quite a while, and it actually happened a lot faster than I thought it would. To be honest, I didn't think I'd be reaching this goal in oh man, a few months. But then all of a sudden my channel started becoming a lot more active, thanks to you guys and you sharing my videos and whatnot with all your friends and everything. Seriously, I cannot thank you enough. I would be nothing if it weren't for you guys. And so, I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you again. And this video could be absolutely nothing but me saying thank you, and I would be happy with it. But, you see here, I have something. You're watching something. This is a screen of some sort. And, I figured I'd celebrate my mark of hitting 1,000 subscribers by actually going back to my roots a little bit. That is, in fact, showing you Linux Multimedia Studio, the digital audio workstation I started with. Now, this isn't exactly what it was when I started with it. But it's very similar, save for being a lot more powerful than it was when I first used it. But still, I think I want to show it to you guys. Now, in no way do I use LMMS primarily now. I mostly use FL Studio and a whole bunch of other arrays like that. But I started with this, and I actually do make songs with this sometimes. And yes, I do upload those songs. I won't tell you what they are. I'll let you sort of try and guess that yourself, but ooh, surprise. So let me just open up my template here. Discard that. So this is a template I made, and you're probably looking at this scratching your head like, what? If you've never seen a digital audio workstation before. Well, basically, this is the playlist that my mouse is over right now. This is where I'm going to lay down my patterns. And this is the piano roll, which is what I use to draw the notes in said patterns. This is the actual pattern window, which is what I can do to put instruments in and have certain, global instruments on certain patterns. I'll get to that in a little bit. The automation editor, which is basically how I automate things. Like if I wanted to say automate the cutoff of a certain filter over time, I would just draw that line in there and it would do it for me so that I wouldn't have to move the knob myself. And this is the mixer, arguably the most important part for me because I'm so into mixing. That's one of my main things. Of course it's all important, but if there's anything I'd prize most, it'd be mixing and sound design. Which, hey, sound design, let's get into that. So I'm going to open up a VST instrument here. What I always do before any creation of a song ever is I just I add a VST instrument and I create a sound with said instrument. So this is Synth 1 VSTI, and if you've installed it correctly, this is going to be the default sound. Not so exciting. It sounds like a cheesy 80s patch. So let me actually open up an initial preset that I created. I will be... this is supposed to be a surprise, but I will be starting up tutorials later so you can actually see how I'm going to go about all of these things, and I'll be showing you guys how to make music with LMMS starting out. with free software so that everyone can join in on the fun. I might move to commercial products later, but I'm going to start with free software so that you guys aren't left out. But this video is just to sort of show you how I sort of do things with the digital audio workstation that I started with. And so this is what it sounds like now. Yes, and I sadly did not start up my MIDI keyboard before playing with LMMS, so I can't use it right now, but this is what it sounds like. And, well, there are a whole lot of things. Here, let me just put that in the middle. That's gotta be annoying. You're watching this on YouTube. It's just symmetry, man. Symmetry. Okay, there we go. These are waves, these right here, and technically all of these, now I'm not going to go into wave theory quite just yet, but all of these are just different variations and mathematical relationships of a sine wave. A saw wave is just a sine wave repeated indefinitely on the harmonic scale at a third of an octave, I believe it is, every single harmonic. Now, I could be completely wrong there. It's a third of something. Don't quote me on that. But I'll have time to research later and give you proper mathematical, which I will be doing in my tutorials. I won't just be showing you how to make sounds. I'll be telling you what all of the knobs do so that you know what you're doing. Because let me tell you, part of the reasons why a lot of my songs sound so unique, I would say, just different, okay, is because, you know, you have different things with synthesizers, and I create all of my patches. I don't use presets, and I know what every single one of these knobs does, so that's a pretty powerful thing. It took me 2 years to learn, so it had better be worth it. Okay, moving on. This is what a sine wave sounds like. Okay, so, yes, that is what a sine wave sounds like. Sounds pretty fine to me, actually. Now, one of the things that I just love doing here, is I'll just play with synthesizers. Now, I'm not actually going to go into that because it'll take forever, but I will just clone this default patch like 4 or 5 times, and then I will just sit down for 2 hours and create some patches, some instruments. Because when you think about it, okay, when a band gets together to create a song, they don't call in an instrument builder to, like, build a piano on the spot. They already have everything up there. Now, this doesn't mean I couldn't just, like, halfway through the song say, I want another instrument, and make one and put it in there, because I could, because I have that power, because it's digital. But I like to pretend that I'm going to be starting with everything. It makes everything go a whole lot smoother and reduce the amount of time it takes to create the whole process. It used to take me days to make music. Now it takes me day, as in one, typically. Now, not that I create all my songs in an actual day. Some of them I do, but not all of them are. But then, like, vocal ones, they can take, like, 2 days because you have the vocals to worry about, which is a whole different ball of wax. But after that, let me just quickly create some synths here. So I'm gonna okay. That sounds nice. It's very basic, but I'm going to use it anyway. I think I'm just going to use 3 for this demonstration because, to be honest, I don't want to take forever. But this is going to be kind of a lengthy video, I think. Hope it's not too lengthy, but I want to put a solid amount of content here because I have really been neglecting this sort of thing. I really should have been doing, streams of my sort of music composition way before this, but... now that I have 1,000 subscribers, I really have no excuse, is what I'm saying. So, here we go. Let me actually make this one saw as well. Make it sync. Now, what sync does... Okay, now this is really cool. I'm going to tell you what this knob does right now. Sync, it takes the pitch of this oscillator, okay, because these are 2 separate oscillators, 1 and 2. They produce 2 different sounds. Now, if I put them to mix right now and turned off sync, this is what they sound like default. Now, this is because if I turn on square, you would hear both separate. Okay, so these are both playing at once. These are both essentially the same thing. Now, if I started playing and I turn this pitch up, it would pitch up this oscillator individually from this one. Okay, which is really cool. But what sync does, okay, now this is actually getting into harmonics and harmonic theory and whatnot, but it's taking the harmonic values, the timbre, if you will, of this oscillator and applying it to this one. So when I move the pitch up, it will not play this oscillator separately from this one. It will add its harmonics to this one. And the value is based on this mix value here. So if I turn that like all the way up, it'll have full sync. If I turn it at 50%, it'll be half sync and so on. Now this is really cool because check this out. You get a completely different sound. Now if I turn that all the way up, sounds pretty nifty, doesn't it? The reason I'm going to do this, I'm going to start it at 15. Then I'm going to take this AD envelope here, and I'm going to turn the amount to about 10. I'm going to set it to oscillator 2. What this means is it's going to modulate this knob right here, the pitch knob that I was moving, based on this envelope here. And the attack is how long it takes to fade in, and the decay is how long it takes to decay from the amount value. So check this out. What's going on? Oh, I didn't turn it on. Okay. And now you can hear it. It's sort of decaying now. Now this is the amount of this value here. So we can... Sounds pretty nifty, doesn't it? Let me just add that into unison. Make that about 3 voices. Turn the D2 to 40. Add the spread a little bit. No, decrease the spread. Just something as simple as that you can do to make an interesting sound. Now I'm actually going to do a little bit more here. I'm going to add a bandpass filter and take that down a little bit. Add some resonance, a little bit more, some saturation, some delay, turn up the frequency a little bit, more saturation, some keyboard tracking, yeah sure, and then what? Oh, I like it with a square way better. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take this, and I'm going to add an effect to it. I'm going to add reverb. So if I go down here and go to plate 2x2, there's a really nice reverb here. I'm going to turn up the bandwidth, which is basically the harmonic width, so that it doesn't sound metallic. Reduce the damping, add some tail, and the blend. Sure, put that up. Ah, sounds nifty. And it probably doesn't sound like anything you've heard before. And that's because I don't make sounds, really, that I've heard before, at least. Okay. Let me sort of... if you hear noises outside, those are just people walking by my house. Don't worry. They'll go away eventually. So, I'm going to... oh yeah, show the GUI. Yeah, what am I doing? I need to keep this interesting. So, another default. Now I could do so many things with this. I could make it anything I want to, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna make this a bass. So quite simply, I'm just gonna lower the filter amount. Make it detuned slightly. Oh yeah, please listen to this on headphones, by the way, or at least something with a good sub, otherwise you're probably not going to hear this. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, okay, I'll keep it at that. Add some chorus. Why the heck not? Okay. Now that we got 3 sounds, after I have this, I will create the melodies. Yay! And the melody part is something I really can't talk through because I'm sort of speaking a different language when I make a melody. It's hard to explain, but I can't talk and create melodies at the same time. I've tried to. I've actually tried recording this video, this exact video. This is like take 2 or 3 or something. And I tried talking while creating melodies, but I just can't do it because I'm speaking melody language when I sort of make the melodies. So bear in mind, I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds. I hope you understand. I'm going to make a full 8 measure melody. Let's go. Okay, now if there are pops and clicks, that's because this current version of LMMS, I think it's a little bit poppy and glitchy. That'll fix later, but I'm sorry if it's. I've tried different buffer sizes, but it's just unavoidable. I hope it's not too bad. Let's listen. Okay, sounds good. Sounds very basic and generic, and that's exactly what I want because this is not even close to an actual tutorial. If I was giving you a tutorial on melody, I would actually talk about music theory and the way melodies sort of have gravity towards each other when you're making them. But this is one of the most generic things you can do, and it's pretty good for this tutorial now. Let me just add some of this. Now let's take a listen. Alright, now the reason this sounds really wrong right now is we do not have a structure. You probably heard that. That sounds really bad. But if I add the bass... Alright, something I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take all these basses, I'm going to copy them. I think it would sound better with a full score bass. Alright, let's listen. Okay, something just completely interrupted my recording, I think. I have no idea. If you heard that, I'm really sorry. So, this is, in a nutshell, what I used to do when I made music. I would just do this, and I would like make another beat, and copy that, paste it. What the frick am I? Okay, remember that, paste it again, and more, and then I would just do that, and that would be my version of music production. I used to do that. Now I do something completely different. I would have way more instruments than this. I would actually have a beat. And actually, let's do that. Let's add a beat. Let's look at our samples here. Drums. That's a nice punchy kick. Let's do it. Okay. That's a nice clap. Let's do it. Okay. It's a nice closed kick. Nice. Let's do that too. Okay. Now let's just take this, give an envelope to it so that it's not completely horrible. Okay, more. Now. There we go. Hold it a little bit. And then, okay, that's nice and punchy. Let's listen to this. Yeah, that doesn't sound good either. These samples are weird, man. In LMMS, I mean, they're free, so you can't really complain, but there we go. That sounds way better. Let's actually I have an idea for this one. Let's just increase the hold and then cut it. Yeah, okay. And this. That's fine. Okay. This is gonna be pattern 1 of our acoustics. And sorry, like, I'm sort of speaking the same kind of melody language I was talking about there. Only with drums now. It's weird. Anyway. Okay, let's... What's up? Oh, wait, that's an empty sample. What am I doing? Off the track, okay. Oh yeah, okay. That sounds right to me. That sounds just what I'm looking for. And you can see I added a little bit of structure here too. I added that little bit of intro and then I added that little bit of hat that sort of leads into the chorus, which is sort of like a really bad chorus because there's only 3 instruments. But I think I've covered it. Let me just do a little tiny bit of mixing here to give you the impression of professionality. There's a lot more to it than this. This is just like the really basic version. I promise, if you guys ask for it, I will literally make a song in front of your eyes. I will do that. If you ask for it, I will make a song in front of your eyes. And I will take the whole amount of time it takes to make a song. I'll spend like 8-9 hours just making a song in front of your eyes. And you can watch that if you want to. If you ask for it, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. But only if people ask for it. Because honestly, that I don't think people would really be into that. I mean, you could say it, but it might just be really boring, is what I'm saying. You gotta kind of have a sort of special kind of passion, as in you don't mind sitting down for like a day at a time just making it. If you haven't told, like, it's yeah, okay, so let's mix here. Let's just mix a little bit. And by mixing, I'm gonna do the very simple bit of mixing, and I'm just gonna edit the volume here. Okay, I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I can't not do this. Gonna go... Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's actually reduce that, and that, and that, and that, reduce that, okay, and that. Oh yeah, velocity for the win. Okay, let's continue on here. Oh, whoa. One more thing. I forgot. Oh, I'm so sorry if this video has been clipping. Oh, I forgot to add a limiter. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad right now. But thankfully, LMMS has an internal one, I believe. So we shouldn't be too worried about that. Yeah, let me just add a limiter. I'm gonna add where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ferric TDS. This one's free. You can go download it right now, and it's really good. It's a VST, so it's not internal. But that doesn't matter because I've been using this for like ever, and it's one of my favorite things. So let's listen. We made an intro and a very flaccid chorus. We got this. We're music producers. We know what we're doing now. And that's basically all there is to it. Like, really, this is what I do in a nutshell. I mean, it's so much more complicated and there's so much more to it than this. But really, this is it. Like, I just create more instruments, create more layers, create more patterns, and do more stuff with this. And that makes a song. And I do that for like 9 hours and then I upload the product later. That's what happens. And, you know, the whole point of this video was sort of just to sort of share with you the experience, because I know you guys have been watching for a long time and you've been listening to my music, and you know you've been very, very talkative to me. I am surprised at the amount of comments I get. I did not expect for this to go as far as it has. But my comment section, it's one of the nicest place, man. You guys are so nice to me, and you keep coming back, and it's so brilliant to have so many people appreciate my art. And when I first started this, I mean, I never thought it would come to this. Like, I never thought that so many people would be so into it. And although, yes, you know, I really could be doing more for this channel, and I should be doing more for this channel, and those are my plans. So I will be doing tutorials in the future. I guess I'll be doing requests. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely start with the needs to know first. Like, there are needs to know when doing this whole sort of thing. Like, a whole lot that I didn't know anything when I started, and I just started, and it's an accumulation of knowledge, to be sure. But I'm sort of rambling now. Like, I just started rambling off to nowhere. Like, where did I start? Oh, yeah. Like, thank you guys so much for everything you do to support this channel. I could not have asked for a better audience, and I definitely couldn't have asked for a better outcome. You know, this is like actually happening. You know, I have 1,000 subscribers under my belt, and it's only growing faster now. People are just get your mind out of the gutter. So it's only that now that you know, things are going a lot. Sorry. What I'm saying is that this is awesome, and I'm going to keep stepping up my game. Like, there is no way I'm going to stop doing this. This is fun as heck. And it's all thanks to you guys that I'm able to do this. I never would have thought that this is what it was like to be an artist, but it's just every aspect of it, you know, is which is funny because when I was a child, when I was young, no, I'm talking like I'm no, but seriously, when I was a kid, like this stuff would have bored the heck out of me. Like I wouldn't have even have had any interest in any of this. But you know, when I started, man, it's just oh man, and there's a story there as well for when I first started. But I think this video is going on for long enough, and you know, I've showed you the basics of what all this is, and I've said what I've needed to say. But again, I'm going to thank you guys one more time, and I'm looking forward to the future. So, thanks again, and I'm going to say this out loud for the first time. Keep spreading the music.